Back to the channel. Today we are looking at the new Mahindra Roxor, beautiful Roxor, which is the third iteration of the Roxor since it came to the United States in 2018. So what we see here is basically the same Roxor as we've known before, except for a cosmetic change that took place, especially on the hood, the grille, and the front fenders. Otherwise, everything underneath and going towards the rear of the Roxor should be pretty much the same as in prior models. So we can see that immediately there's two things that jump at me. Is that you have a price increase. I think the previous model base MSRP was about 15,000 and something dollars, and now we have this jump of about $3,000, which is understood because of the global pandemic and also issues with the global supply chain, and probably also to compensate a little bit for inflation that has occurred since 2018 when the Roxor was first introduced in the United States. So that was the first thing. Second thing I noticed is we have two models now. You have the base model and then you have the all-weather model. All-weather model comes, pretty much ready for cold weather, turnkey operation, and it has a winch. It has, I think, upgraded tires. It has the cab, most notably with wipers installed, rear view mirrors. So this is just a basically turnkey vehicle for ranching or whatever operations you might have. Then the third thing I notice is that there is just two basic color options. I don't know if you could call them up and have other colors made. They certainly have the capability to do that, but I'm not sure yet. I did not ask Roxor or Mahindra, the manufacturers here in North America, if that was a possibility. But I would certainly think that you could have a custom color straight from the factory because they had that capability before. All right, let's scroll down. As we scroll down, you'll notice the next thing is the side and rear view mirrors, which you can have as an option for $133, which is quite a bargain. My mirrors are from Seismic. Those were about $250 for the rear and side view mirrors. So this is actually quite a reasonable price. The side steps, $26. I think that's the best bargain in the industry. You would be hard pressed to get those side steps for less than that. And just something to point out, guys, previously you had the Roxor model on your screen that was interactive. You could click on it, turn it around, look underneath, but that is not the case here. So you just have this picture, which is very high quality. And previously with the configurator, you could, as you clicked on components, let's say I click on the rear side and rear view mirrors, it would pop on here, but that's no longer the case. So you could actually visualize what the Roxor looks like with the accessory added. So that's no longer the case, but I'll leave that up to your imagination. Other options that are available, you have the 2-inch receiver accessory mount. I guess that might be for the front, where you could add maybe a snow plow or other stuff. You have the high level bumper D-ring mounts, which is $121. That's really par for the cost for those D-rings if they're well manufactured. I got mine for about the same price or maybe slightly less than that. You have the ball hitch and the mounting plate for the 1 hinge. The 1 hinge with the mounting plate, that's about $800, and I believe the 1 hinge that they have is usually, it was about 12,000 pounds pounds towing capacity, which is quite huge. You have the defrost for the instrument panel at $130. KC 40-inch LED light bar, $391. The harness is quite cheap, just $20. And the Rox Power accessory, $371. But the good thing about the Rox Power is it essentially makes adding accessories to the Roxor plug and play. So it's a power distribution unit. It makes your Roxor really clean and keeps the cabling and wiring to a minimum. It's something I would love to have, but so far most of the accessories I need for my Roxor, I have already plumbed and wired those in. You have the Colpin Rhino grips for $38. That's for hunting. You can put your rifle on the grips. You can put a shovel, a pickaxe. Those grips come in very handy. For the interior, you have the manual transmission center console upgrade, $160, and you can get the Roxor branded leads for those for the center console. The 3-inch lift kit, $1,800. Upgraded shocks, about $450. And this is a must-have accessory, I would say, if you plan on doing anything off-road with your Roxor. You need that oil pan skid plate. It's $187. The Roxor has a very big sump, oil sump underneath the engine. I believe in the home market where you had the Mahindra Thar marketed, they keep the sump really big. That way you don't run out of oil, you don't run out of engine oil. So it's a very huge reservoir, and it sticks underneath the Roxor like in the danger zone. So if you go off-road, you have a very high probability of damaging your oil sump. So that protector, it comes in very handy. The Matrax rubber track conversion system, $15,000. I don't think I've seen any Roxor yet with this on. Maybe in the promotional material, but like an individual, a company, a farm or ranch operation buying one of these, I still haven't seen any of those. Then you have the tire options. You have the EFX tire. I believe the EFX tire is strictly for off-road. It's very low pressure. It takes about, I think, 15 psi, and it's not rated for carrying heavy load or for towing. And then you have the Goodyear tire, the Kenda tire, which is I believe a very good tire for off-roading. The Roxors that were sent to South America, I believe when there was some form of hurricane out there, or was it an earthquake, they were equipped with these Kenda tires, and I believe they're very puncture resistant. And the spare tire, including a mount, jack, and a lock, $299. That's a very useful accessory to have the jack and the spare tire with the spare tire mount. That way you don't take up room inside the Roxor, and you can have your tire mounted safely outside. The aluminum wheels, if you want 4 aluminum wheels, add $101. I'm not sure if that's just for one or for aluminum wheels. Windshield and wipers, standard windshield $984. Windshield washer kit $109. That's a bargain. And the windshield wiper kit $484. Wiper washer harness $65. And if you didn't add any accessory, you didn't add any options, then it gives you the next page, which is where you fill in your information, and then you submit all of your information. And then I guess the next thing that happens is they will contact a dealer who is close to where you are, and then from there you can pick up your Roxor whenever it's ready. So the next Roxor we are looking at is the all-weather model, which, as you can see, comes fully equipped and ready to roll. And if I were to buy today, I think this is what I will go for, because it just spares you the headache of having to buy individual accessories and mount them yourself. This comes already, everything, working, the cap already installed, windshield wipers. That's exactly how I would want to have my Roxor. And just for comparison's sake, some people might say, oh, that's too expensive. Yeah, you just need to look at the North Star edition of the Polaris Ranger, and that thing is about $33,000. So yeah, when you talk about UTVs, the prices are way up there. And the added benefit of the Roxor is usually if you have a farming operation, then you most likely have all of your equipment running on diesel. So if you don't plan on going on road, you can just use the diesel from your huge bulk tanks right there at the farm or at your industrial site. So that's a huge benefit of the Roxor. Also, it comes with a stick shift, which is extremely durable if you don't abuse the clutch. Stick shift transmissions are very popular, in many parts of the world where resources are kind of scarce, where people don't have equipment to diagnose modern and complex automatic transmissions. So as you can see, this comes already pretty well equipped, but you can see side and rear view mirrors included, 1 hinge with mounting plate included, D-ring mount included, high level bumper included, the defrost is included, Rox power accessory, power distribution center is included. It doesn't have the 3-inch lift kit though, so something to bear in mind. The composite cab enclosure, it's included. Hardtop 2-passenger included, and it comes included with the Goodyear tire and aluminum wheels included. Windshield wiper kit included, standard windshield included. So the all-weather package, all-weather model of the Roxor will be the way I would do it if I were to buy the Roxor again. And that's what I had to share with you guys about the cost of the new Mahindra Roxor. Subtle, a small price increase to keep it on par with inflation and global constraints concerning manufacturing and distribution. And I would also say reduce color options. You have now just the gloss red and the gloss black, and 2 different models: the base model that comes stripped down, and then you have the all-weather model that is loaded with a bunch of accessories, which will make using the Roxor more enjoyable. Well, let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and more on the Roxor later.